Aggravating Arry. The Farquhar branch line, also known as Thomas's branch line, is usually run by Thomas, Percy, and Toby. But with Percy working at the China clay pits, another engine was brought on to help. Arry. Arry and his twin Bert run the Sodor Ironworks, which means the engines don't often see them. But when they do, things often don't go too well.
Come on. Took you long enough.
Well, sorry. It's not my fault there was a signal jam.
Excuses. You steamers just crawl along the line and get in the way of the work of us diesels.
Now hold on. You can't just come to my branch line and... What a stupid...
Good evening, Thomas. Oh dear. What's the matter?
It's Arry. He's being nothing but a bother.
As in he won't leave you alone, or is making fun of you? What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean, he's been nothing but rubbish. Ever since Percy went to the clay pits and Arry was brought on here, he's been making my life miserable. Now, Thomas, there's no need to get upset. You can speak with the Fat Controller about this. I'm sure he'll make some different arrangements in bringing another engine here. Quite right, Annie. Sir Topham Hatt always wants his engines to be happy on his railway. And if something's going on, he has to know about it.
I must say I have to agree with him. If Arry is going to continue to act like this, you might as well tell the Fat Controller.
Alright, I will. And hopefully he brings another engine and sends Arry back. Goodbye, Bertie.
Goodbye, Thomas.
Thomas arrived back at Medford with the last of his passengers for the day. He was happy to be done with his work, but he still had to speak with Sir Topham Hatt. His eyes searched the station, up and down the platforms, but there was no sign of Sir Topham Hatt. If you are looking for the Fat Controller, you just missed him. He was on board Hero's train to the mainland, and I don't know when he'll be back. But I need to speak with him now. Why is he even going to the mainland? I don't know. But whatever it is you need, that'll have to wait. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, don't worry, Thomas. The Fat Controller will be here soon. And everything will be all sorted out. Don't you worry. Disappointed, Thomas puffed away and returned back to the sheds. He was absolutely exhausted, and he couldn't wait until Sir Topham Hatt came back. Toby noticed that something was wrong.
Oh dear, Thomas. What's the matter? You don't look very happy.
I am not. Thank you for noticing, and I'll have you know, Arry has been absolutely aggravating. Ever since he's been brought onto my branch line, it's been one thing after another. I swear, he just makes me mad just for the fun of it.
And you just let this happen to you?
What are you talking about?
No one should have the power to make you feel mad, or sad, or glad, because once they do, they have control over you. So keep that in mind, Thomas, and get a good night's rest.
Alright. Good night, Toby.
Good night, Thomas.
The next morning, Thomas arrived at the yard to pick up Annie and Clarabelle for his local trains. And keeping in mind what Toby had said to him last night, he puffed off. When suddenly...
Out of my way!
You just... that idiotic... Wait.
No one should have the power to make you feel mad, or sad, or glad, because once they do, they have control over you.
Toby's right. All I I need to do is just ignore it. That's all. But that was easier said than done. Over the next few days, it started to storm, and Arry continued to be trouble to Thomas. Thomas wanted to do something, but he knew if he tried to do anything, that it would only lead to trouble. So he thought it best to wait for Sir Topham Hatt to return from the mainland, but try as he might, it was no use for Thomas. He wanted Sir Topham Hatt to come back immediately, as this went on for several days, and Thomas could not take it anymore. Combining the fact that the weather was getting worse, and Arry was no better, Thomas had had enough. Until one morning, everything changed. But he saw no sign of Arry anywhere. That's strange. I haven't seen him all morning. I mean, not that I'm complaining or anything, but where could he be? He continued on his day doing his work, glad to be getting a break from Arry, but he was still confused on his whereabouts. But he found out later that day when he arrived back at Knapford Station, and he was in shock. Cinders and ashes! What happened here? Thomas was not expecting to find Arry in a situation like this. It was an absolute mess, with Arry's train derailed all over the track, and the express coaches all damaged, and Stanley derailed. Edward, what's going on?
Well, the way I heard it, Arry ran into the express coaches, while Stanley was giving Gordon his train.
And Gordon was still fuming.
My coaches! The indignity of it all!
And Sir Topham Hatt, who had just arrived earlier, was inspecting the damage.
Dear, oh dear, what must be done? I do not know what to do.
Just then, Toby arrived. He was asked to come by Sir Topham Hatt.
I shall speak to you later, once this mess is cleaned up.
Sir Topham Hatt walked over to Toby.
Thank you for letting me know of Arry's behavior on Thomas's Branchline. I shall be making some arrangements. Of course, sir.
And he walked up to Thomas next.
From what Toby has told me, I understand that Arry has been causing some issues on your branch line. I'm sure you'll be happy to know that I'll be relocating him somewhere else for the time being. I'll tell you the rest later. But for now, we must focus on getting this cleaned up.
Once the wreckage was clear and the engine set off, Sir Topham Hatt spoke severely to Arry.
I brought you on from the ironworks so that you could be a really useful engine to help here on Thomas's branch line. Not so you could cause confusion and delay. You will not be returning to the ironworks. I am sending you to work at the Blue Mountain Quarry, where hopefully you will learn something. You may go now. Yes, sir.
And Arry rolled away towards the Blue Mountain Quarry.
Now, Thomas, I applaud you for keeping your temper and not causing any more confusion or delay. That must have taken real strength, Thomas, and I thank you for that. Beg pardon, sir, but we still need another engine. Me and Thomas can't handle the workload alone. I am well aware, Toby, which is why I brought on the perfect engine for you and Thomas to work along with together.
And who's that, sir? It's me, silly! Rosie! Thomas!
I would have brought her on earlier, but unfortunately I couldn't spare her at the moment. So, here she is now. Now I trust you to return home, get a good night's rest. You'll have a busy day tomorrow. Of course, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can count on us.
And the three small engines returned home to their sheds.